Hey guys, what's going on? Blossom is back, and today I want to show you gameplay footage of Racing Line. As you can see, I'm doing very well with my almost undefeated deck of 35-1, and I'll show you why it's so good later. But before we jump into that, I want to talk about the SCG finals. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering why there's no gameplay footage, and why is there no reward footage? Well, the fact that there's no gameplay footage is because I kinda late joined. I joined in the final 20 minutes, and I'm not sure if that's really considered a super late join, because I know a lot of people that join in like the final 2 minutes or the final minute. For me personally, I don't like doing that just because it's a huge risk, and I could have ended up tier 5 for all I care. So I joined in the last 20 minutes, and I kind of got up to the tier 3 range. Once again, it was a very, very strong competition for me, and all my French Renaissance cars was like all super rare, and one max ultra rare, and that was it. So I played for about 15 minutes, and then server crashed. And I'm sure you guys know that a couple of servers, or a couple of you guys know that your servers crashed as well. And the servers actually stayed down for another half an hour. And finals end at 5 p.m. for me, New York time. And the servers actually stayed down until 5:30. 5:30 I got back into the game, and I immediately went into my multiplayer section. I started recording, and hopefully I could show you the rewards at least. However, that was not the case. My rewards actually never showed up, but I did get them in the end. It's just that they didn't show up in the way they usually will. Like, they'll give you like a whole screen, tell you what you've won, how many trophies. It didn't work that way for me. I went to the my car section, and I saw the held cars area, and apparently my carbon fiber pack was already opened. So I got a carbon fiber pack. It was tier 3, and I can just show you the cars that I got from that carbon fiber. So yeah, as you can see, I won actually a pretty good car. I won a BMW M5 RQ26. It has the same 0 to 60 as the Hellcat, and it is medium clearance. However, MRA is not as good, and the grip is pretty weak. But it is a medium clearance car, and it is very fast, so very happy to have that. Other cars that I got from my rewards, as you can see here, is... where is it? The Mercedes AMG SLK 32, which was the tier 3 reward, as well as... where is it? Lotus Elise 135. So I got 2 Bs and 1 As, which is nothing I should complain about, but I feel like if I had those 3 minutes when the server went down, I could have pushed for tier 2, because you know me, I always end tier 2 one way or the other. So that was a little unfortunate, but I was happy that the rewards were good. I'm still contemplating if I should email Hutch about this issue or not. Let me know if I should, but I just hope that this wouldn't happen again, because those final minutes of any final, late join or not late join, are the most important minutes in any final. So hopefully we won't see those crashes in the reoccurring future. Anyway, with that said, I want to get into Racing Line and talk about my undefeated or almost undefeated deck at 35-1. So let me just show you what it is. Here it is, and this is one of those situations where everything kind of just works out perfectly for you. As you can see, 125 out of 125 RQ, so I kind of used all the space I could get RQ wise, and all my cars are mostly maxed out. The only car I don't have maxed out is my BMW 740D. As you can see, it is currently 669, so I just need to upgrade the engine one more time, and that car will be maxed out. I also have a maxed out Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10, as well as a maxed out 335. Followed by that, I have a maxed out Mitsubishi FQ400, which is the prize car, and finally a maxed out Mercedes AMG S55. I love this car, actually, the S55. Win ratio is very weak of 28%, but however, I can tell you this car is amazing at drag. So let's get into some races, and I can just show you why this car, or why this deck, is just so powerful. So let's go against... let's go against Isaac. So basically, what makes me win all these races is I kind of follow a formula, right? Along with a strong deck and along with good cars, and there are two rain circuits. I follow a simple formula which is more wins than losses. So it's kind of like a 3 win 2 loss situation, or a 3 win 1 draw. One loss situation, or like a 1 win and 4 draw situation, something like that. That's how I kind of count. So as you can see here, I have a draw, my AMG against his AMG, and then I'm going to get my 740D against his Evo 1, so that's a win. All right, so moving on, I'm gonna have my Mitsubishi Evo 10 against, and I just realized this is not a 10. I still don't know my numbers, Robin numbers. So we're just gonna, and that was a CMG notification there, I'm so sorry. I've turned off notification for so many apps, but there's always one or two I'll forget. But yeah, we're gonna put in my FQ400 against the RS7, and finally the 335 against the other RS7. So from my calculations, I'm gonna have 3 wins and 1 loss. And that's basically how I just think out my races. Some people think, oh, you just put cars simply and, you don't really care. The thing is, I do think really quickly when it comes to playing the game as long as I have. So I can kind of gauge what cars are going to win and what cars are going to lose. However, there are still times where I may be wrong and I get my estimations wrong, but for the most part, I am correct. So I don't really need to check each and every car and their statistics to know if I'll win the race or not. But as you can see here, what I predicted is completely correct. 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, and that gives me the win. So that brings me up to 36-1. Let's move on. Very nice Dodge Stealth over there. Ooh, if only this Europa Cup car landed on the wet. That would have gotten me a lot of points. Let's see what we can do here though. This is 2 stars. Alright, looks like I do have... my 740D is stronger than his. Let's go with this one. This one looks very, very easy. So this is a win. This is a win. Win. And hopefully this is a win, but I'm not sure. But even if I lose this, worst case scenario is I have 3 wins and 2 losses, which will still give me the advantage. So this one's going to be a loss, which is completely fine. Moving on to the 740D, I have superior grip, so that's done and dusted. Mitsubishi should win. Now, when it comes to G-force test, guys, you don't need to pay attention to any of the stats besides handling. Handling is the main one there. Obviously, if you know your car has slick tires and it's rain, then obviously don't race any. Ooh. Okay, that's a loss. I should win the next one though, and like I said, this is just a worst case scenario. I win 3 out of 2. But yeah, when it comes to G-force, guys, the main thing you want to look at is just your car grip. Basically, an easy way to gauge if you win or not is if you have better grip than your opponent. There are other factors that come into play, as in weight and 0 to 60, but those are mostly secondary factors. The main thing you want to check out is indeed grip. So, as you can see here, this is exactly the same opponent, same track set. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did before, and it'll be 2 losses as well as 3 wins. But yeah, this is basically my undefeated deck. I'm just going to skip, and yeah, it's just very nice. It's a very nice feeling to actually be first and not have the stress of thinking I might lose that position. I've only ended first in Top Drives events maybe 10 times in 2 years, or maybe 11. It's a very rare occasion for me, so I just wanted to show this and share this with you guys. But I am very proud of the deck that I have, and yeah, I think we're doing a great job right now. This one's different. Never seen this dude before, Mr. Top Drives 56284. You know what, let's not beat the same guy over and over again. Let's try and find someone new. right? I will lose the 1 mile drag, and I will lose the CT6. However, I will win against the BMW, the Volvo, as well as the Mitsubishi, so it should be all good. So once again, we'll put my AMG S55 against the S8. Now I know why my win rate for this car is so low. It's because this is the car that I'm strategically making to lose every race. However, it does a good job at losing because, you know, sometimes when it comes to drag, you could lose by over 100 points. But I think the S55 is doing a great job of keeping my loss under 100 points. So it is really doing its best work. Let's see what we can do here. We'll put my Mitsubishi against the BMW M3 because that's a very, very strong car. My other Mitsubishi against the Lancer Evo. And finally, my BMW against the Volvo. So this should be 3 wins, 2 losses, once again in a worst case scenario. In the best case scenario, my BMW 740D actually beats the CT6. However, I'm not sure if it will. As you guys know, the CT6 is one of my dream cars. In top drives, not in real life, but in top drives because it's so strong and it's one of the best standard tire cars in the game. So hopefully somewhere along the line this year, I'll actually get the CT6 because my goodness, I want that car so bad. I'm definitely going to max it out. But let's see who wins this. Alright, so my 740D actually slightly beats the CT6. It's probably because it's basically almost maxed out and the CT6 isn't. But yeah, that CT6, don't underestimate that thing. It is so strong. Anyway, let's try and fight someone else. Yeah. The DS numero 9 looks very strong, actually. How's this car upgraded? Max 1323. It is slalom, so I feel like my superior grip will still win. I will win the twisty, I will win the karting, I will win the slalom, I will lose Tespo and I will lose G-Force, but I would still win the game overall, hopefully. So let's see how we go. We'll put the 740D against his 740D. We'll put twisty against the 10. I know X is a 10. I'm so stupid. Let's see, we'll put our Mitsubishi against his Charger. Tespo and G-Force. So best case scenario, I win 4. Worst case scenario, I win 3 and lose 2. But yeah, it's just one of those situations where... Oh. Yeah, we might lose this one. Instead of 39 and 1, it might go to 39 and 2. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. This is really humbling. Throughout this whole video, I've been basically very confident with myself and my deck. But it looks like we have found a weak point, and that is the slalom. Very interesting though, from what I learned from that. It was wet, and it was a slalom. My BMW had superior grip, but it still lost. So I guess grip is not the primary factor in slalom. I don't know what is then. But 51 minutes to go, and I'm still ahead with about 400 trophies. So I wouldn't be too nervous about losing my tier 1 spot. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A bit of a plot twist of an ending there with my loss. So I guess I am like Juventus now, with 2 losses in the whole season. But I am very happy with my deck. It's very rare that I actually performed this well for such a long period of time, because I did join this event when it came out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope my explanation of the SCG finals kind of gave you guys an explanation to why I won't be posting any SCG videos. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Blossom out.